Welcome everyone to another video from Views from the Stage. Your host is here as always. We got our USC Baseball weekly recap, and I am ecstatic to talk about this. I know we are getting to the end of the season, but the boys are looking really good. Team is getting healthier. Um, as we look to go into this Pac-12 tournament, which we'll talk about here. Um, so we started off with our weekday game, right? And we played against Gonzaga after facing Washington State. So the staff stayed up there, the team, right? And we dominated, man, 15-3. It was 4-2 after two, but then the team steps up in the sixth, and they get seven, man. They pounded on them, no Diddy there. And then we add three more in the eighth. So the boys, they love, man, when everyone starts to get a hit after hit, man. It's like the team, like everyone wants to join in, and it's great to see, man. I love like those types of games and teams, man. Like those are some gritty teams and hard to take away. So we start the week right 1-0. We actually are now going to be on a three-game win streak after this game since we won the last two against Washington State. Boom, we faced Utah. We have our three-game series, the last Pac-12 tournament, Pac-12 series, excuse me. Since we're moving to the Big Ten. And boys, we won a thriller on Thursday. We won 6-5. We were down 4-1 after five. Team got four though in the eighth to get a comeback win. It was a little shaky. It was 6-4 at the top of the ninth. Utah did get one, but we were able to shut it down. But the bigger news, in my opinion, is Caden Aoki, man. The legend is back. This guy is a legend, in my opinion. He only went 4 innings, 4 Ks on 50 pitches, so he's definitely building his way up, right? They're not going to just go out there and say, hey, man, I need you to go and give me 7 strong innings off 100 pitches right off the bat. Obviously, he's got some, I don't know for sure, shoulder injury, elbow injury, one of the two, right? Something to do with obviously his arm and whatnot. He's working back. He's looking good. I'm excited to see what he can do for us next week because him and the entire staff, are gonna have to step up. So we are 1-0 in the series. We are 2-0 in the week. We are on a 4-game winning streak. And people, we win again on Friday, 8-2. The boys put pressure on Utah in the early innings. Game was at 8-2 after five, and then basically both teams slowed down after. So as you see, 3 errors, 12 hits. They had 5 errors though, so we were able to capitalize on those, and that's great. You want to be able to capitalize on the opponent's mistakes, right? And you want to limit your own mistakes. So 2-0 in the series. We take the series basically, regardless of what happens on this next game on this past Saturday. We're five game winning streak. We're 3-0 in the week. Well, boys, we go undefeated in this week. We sweep Utah. We are on a 6-game winning streak. This is huge momentum. 5-3 was the final on Saturday. It was senior day. So shout out to them. We'll give them more of a shout out here in a moment. But again, we got 3 in the third thanks to a Carpentier home run and a Galloway double. And then we added 2 in the fifth. And again, the bullpen and the staff overall, they eliminated hits and runs. And I think this was the game plan. You could tell this is what USC wanted to do, right? We don't have the crazy major league arms from a starting perspective, right? You don't got somebody that's throwing 95 on a Friday, and another guy that's throwing 95 on the side, right? So in order to keep these teams on balance, man, you got to throw everyone, right? So you're going to throw this guy in inning or two. You're going to throw this guy in inning or two. You're going to throw this guy in inning or two, right? It's like, man, you just got used to this one guy. Now you got to start thinking of this other guy. It does put those hitters in a blender. So I'm just proud of the staff. I mean, I've always been huge fans of the staff, and and all that. So it's just great to see that, man, that they're putting in the work as always. Um, all right, guys. So now we are 28 and 27. And real quick before we get more into the season, again, shout out to the seniors. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, boys, for all you've done for this Trojan program. Um, and just building us back up, right? I mean, we're definitely heading in the right direction. And I just can't we can't thank you guys enough, especially me. So um, excited, cool to see them getting their own little jersey. That's great. Um, but also shout out to some of the guys that probably might not be here next year due to drafts, right? Most likely in Austin Overton. I mean, we're most likely not going to see him next year. We'll see. We'll see. But, but yeah. All right, guys. Again, we're 28 and 27. We're on a 6-game win streak. We are riding high. This is what you want to be at this time, in my opinion. Well, we ended up being the 4th seed in the Pac-12 tournament, which I think is is perfect group, I guess. And we're going to talk about the teams we're going to face. So on Tuesday, we face Utah. We just played them, right? We just talked about that. We swept them. We should be able to win that game and be 1-0 after Tuesday. Thursday, we play Oregon. Now, Oregon, when we played them at Oregon, I think we lost the series 2-1. I think we got one of them. All 3 games were very, very tightly contested, and I am fine with this matchup. I prefer to face an Oregon over an Oregon State, over an Arizona, right? Those are really the 3 other teams above us. It's an Oregon State, and Arizona. So if we're gonna choose those 3, I'm choosing Oregon, and we'll see how this team looks. So we just need to win one. That puts you in a good spot. I know there's some run differential and stuff like that. So, like, if we do go 1-1, there could be a possibility where we don't make it into the semifinals, which will be Friday. But I anticipate that we will at least be in semifinals, and hopefully we get to the finals, man, win the finals, and we're in a regional, man. Because this is obviously that's one of the goals that I had. I'm sure the team had, the staff had, and you always want to complete your goals, regardless of what it is. So, guys, I'm excited to talk about it. I'm looking forward to checking this team out. Enjoy your guys' rest of your Sunday. Fight on.